Greetings, beautiful, empowered empaths. My name is Layla Sun, and I'm a Lyme disease life and empowerment speaker and coach. Welcome to today's Wake Up Empath podcast, where I'll be talking about step 2 of 6 on how to become an empowered empath. Step 2 is really all about learning how to get, and not only get, but stay grounded, centered, and become mindful. Without learning how to do that, you're going to continually take 2 steps forward and 1 step backward, which is fine. But the sooner you learn how to navigate and to master these techniques, the easier your life as a sensitive empath is going to be. So you've all heard this overused term called grounding many times, and you probably know how to do it. For example, walking barefoot on the earth, focus on taking deep breaths, drinking a warm herbal tea, and maybe stepping into some gratitude. All of these techniques support you in centering and grounding. Not only does grounding help you manage strong emotions, it really helps you to redirect negative thoughts, shifts old unwanted behaviors, relaxes your gut and solar plexus, where empaths tend to store a lot of their anxiety and stress, helps the chakras to realign, clears your mind, and most importantly, empaths, it resets and refreshes your nervous system. Yay for that, okay? But what they don't tell you about all these techniques on centering and grounding, because they're not empaths, is that growing up in an abusive household, and this isn't only for empaths, it's across the board, but growing up in an abusive household filled with trauma, you often don't feel safe being in your physical body or your emotional body. It wasn't safe to be around a lot of people physically, and it wasn't safe to feel your feelings or share and express them. This makes getting grounded, let alone centered, feel pretty scary and difficult for a lot of clients. I'm sure your conscious mind is telling you that you're perfectly capable of getting physically grounded and emotionally centered. And I'm here to tell you that a lot of my clients find it very challenging to do this. They're just not used to it, and it feels uncomfortable. Most of the empaths I work with are and continue to be controlled and run by old trauma stuck in their nervous system. They tend to be on autopilot, out of their body, their minds are scattered, they're running from one thing to the next, and basically the energy is leaking out everywhere. Does this sound like any of you out there? Maybe parts and pieces of it, I don't know. You tell me. So make sure to listen to step 1 on unpacking and unraveling trauma so that grounding and centering becomes much easier. And now I want to get back to some simple grounding and centering techniques, which I already spoke about, but I'm just going to remind you of some. So if any of these resonate, great. If none of them do, go ahead and do your own research and make sure you just find a couple of techniques that really work for you. So the first one, again, which I already spoke about, is put your bare feet on the earth for 5 to 15 minutes each and every day. If you're out gardening, make sure you take your shoes off. If you're lucky enough to be near a river or a stream, make sure just to soak them in there. Practice deep breathing exercises. Listen to some soothing music and mantra. Make a list of all the people you love. And if there's not a lot of people in your life that you really love, as empaths tend to have a very small group of lovely people in their life, then, make a list of all the pets you love. And on that note, walk your dog, pet your cat, garden, of course, always be in nature as much as you can. Or you can close your eyes and envision yourself in a beautiful place. Upon doing any of these things, now that you're physically grounded and emotionally centered, I want you to begin to witness your thoughts, emotions, and energy that came to you during any of those exercises. Okay, now you can sit, I'm sorry, I'm going to digress here. I said that a little too soon. I want you to sit quietly or stand, eyes open or closed, and acknowledge your present thoughts, emotions, and energies. Stay still. No need to take any immediate action. Let the silence fill and surround you, and then slowly return to the present. I hope this wasn't confusing. What I meant to say is, for your grounding and centering exercise, sit quietly or stand. You can have your eyes open or closed. And just simply acknowledge any thoughts, emotions, or energies that you're experiencing that kind of come through. Stay still. There's no need to take any immediate action on any of them. Let the silence envelope and fill and surround you. And just sit in that silence for a little bit. You can actually do it driving a car at a stop sign or a stoplight. You don't have to sit home meditating perfectly to do any of this. And then slowly return to the present. And then when you return to the present and you're feeling physically grounded and more emotionally centered, witness your thoughts, emotions, and energy. I want you then to track and revisit them and what you were experiencing. And then I want you to discern how many of these thoughts, emotions, and energies were your own. How many were in the field around you? How many did you take on and absorb? And I want you to clear what's not yours. I want you to really listen to what I'm saying here. You cannot be empowered if you're unable to discern your own feelings, thoughts, and energies from others. You cannot witness your process without being centered, and you cannot center without being grounded. You cannot fully ground if your nervous system is riddled with unresolved trauma, right? So there's a method to all of this and to these steps. In order to become an empowered empath, you have to embrace and shift your trauma, then learn how to ground, center, and witness your life from a place of compassion, having healthy boundaries, empaths, super important for you guys, from the people, places, and things you are highly sensitive to. Okay, as always, beautiful empaths, make loving and managing your nervous system, as stated above, a self-care priority. For more information on my Empath Academy empowerment programs, any life coaching, empath coaching, or services, you can contact me at leilasun.com, Leilasun. Peace, love, and blessings until next time.